Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatsMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Right, yeah, WhatsMap is back. We've had one already. If you missed that one, I'll link it at the end of today's show. You might want to check it out. It was a very nice map indeed. And we have a very nice different map today, a tropical island one. You probably work that one out for yourself. With not one, but two volcanoes very differing in the style that they've been created. And I definitely approve. It's a very nice map. It's very nice. Not a huge city map, this one. This is just a small tropical build. You'll have a little bit of fun with this one. It is, well, let's just talk. There are some refinements you can make as you're going along. I think that's a nice way of putting it. It is of a high standard. Maybe not the very highest for those nitpickers. And people that like nitpicking and my nitpicking will enjoy today's show because there are a few little ones. Just little ones, nothing major. One thing major that we do have is of course this. That's right, having a daily reminder is a very good way of reminding you daily, if I did dailies anymore, which I don't, to hit that like button. Anyway, let's crack on today, shall we? With Menikoa Islands by DerLach. I think it's DerLach and not DerLach. What a lovely thumbnail. Let's give a little nod to that thumbnail, shall we? Let's start off with the workshop today, shall we? Have a little look at the workshop. It's a fairly compact little page for the workshop, including a link to the one-click collection. Sometimes you don't have too much you have to say about your map. You just basically say, hey, it's just one road, one rail connection. We do have the one-click collection as quite a few on it. It's not the world's biggest one-click collection, but there are a few bits in there, including a special theme mix, Menikoa Island theme mix as well. And it's just, I've had to guess at the LUTs for today's map. I've gone with the Relight to Lush because it's lush, isn't it? It's tropical. Anyway, there's your start square, in case you're wondering what your start square looks like. Not the hugest, but it is there. Resources are just a few bits and pieces, mostly forestry, I would say, of course. If you've got Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, your fishing map will look like this. Of course, it's not always about the fishing, is it? No. Right, okay, one road, one rail connection. Let's start off with this is going to be a bit of a thing. In fact, I'm going to miss a lot of them deliberately because I'm not that worried really, because again, move it or the bulldozer can remove those. But anyway, yeah, we've got a little bit of encroaching foliage on the rail there, and we'll see a few other bits like that as we go across the map. Now, shall we start road or rail? Let's go with the road. Let's go with the road. And we'll switch to the rail and then maybe switch back to the road and just here and there. Anyway, good standards. One or two niggly bits to work on, but they're only niggly bits, okay? Nothing too bad at all. And little camera stuttering every now and then, but what can you do, eh? What can you do? Anyway, I just love the feel of this map, the elevated highways and freeways, and the way that the road and the rail come together for the big old bridge. Everybody loves the big old bridge. There's one we haven't done for a while, isn't it? All of the memes. I just love like detailing of areas like this. It'd be quite easy just to have had that do nothing really, just a bit of a nothingness, and no, plenty of time spent with the detailing. Now these I'm going to let go because this could just be a few leaves on the line there, some leaves on the road. Obviously it's clipping through from the underside, but when it's clipping through like that, you can kind of suspend a little bit of disbelief, can't you? And then of course there are times you can't suspend disbelief. All right. Oh, here's another little mind. Oh, let's have a look at the big old bridge. A little bit of a big old bridge there. Also, I don't know if it's because I haven't let the game run long enough or whatever. Got a little bit of water glitching underneath the bridge. I didn't get time to play about with it and explore it, but maybe that'll sort itself out if you leave it long enough, or maybe it won't. I don't really know. Haven't given it a time to, like I say, sort itself out. Now, I wouldn't want to be driving in the fast lane along here because that bridge pillar is a little bit intrusive. Not that it affects gameplay in any way, shape or form. It's suspension of disbelief as always, and a little bit of tweaking with Move It, and you'll have that fixed in no time, I'm sure. Anyway, having come across the bridge, the road and the rail now separate up, do their own thing. And we're going to follow the rail because probably the biggest problem with a second biggest problem, we'll get to the biggest problem later, second biggest problem with the map is just this little dip before we get to the tunnel. That could use a small embankment or maybe a bridge section, and that would be fixed easy. It won't take, how long is that going to take you playing the map? No time at all. And again, we've got another one here where I wouldn't want to be driving the fast lane. But again, does it affect gameplay in any way, shape or form? Of course it doesn't. We've got... No, there's nothing wrong there. Nothing wrong there. There's somewhere on the map we're going to see some trees growing out of concrete. And I'm going to point that out when we get there. It's not that side either. Where was it? We'll find it. We'll find it. I will find it for you. Don't worry. It'll all be good. Now, this is one of the main intersections. This takes the highway where you can carry on straight on through the middle of the map, which is what we're going to do. But you can go on a loop around the island. We have one that goes clockwise, and we can go anti-clockwise, counterclockwise. Well, what are you? Are you anti or counter? I would say anti-clockwise. Anyway, you can go counterclockwise, whatever, and go around the map that way. Or you can go right through the middle of the map and do lots of switchbacks and all that, which we're going to have a little look at here. Although the rail is very nice around here. We've got a few encroaching trees here and there, which you've probably spotted, like the one just down there on the highway. It's a thing on this map that happens every now and then. Now, if we follow the road and rail around here, you'll see that the rail will peel away a little bit, and we'll have ourselves a little bit of a custom siding here, which is completely overgrown. And this is what detailing's all about. A little bit of grasses on the rails there, make it look slightly abandoned, and while that's not on the main route, that is absolutely fine. Love the plantations around there as well for detailing. And there you go, there's your trees growing out of the concrete. I just don't buy that, okay? I mean, it's clearly just clipping, but yeah. Next level, not quite, but bless them. Bless them for doing a good bit of detailing around there. We're going to come back to that little switchback later on, so I'm going to skip over that one. And then if we head down this way, we will see... Do you know what? I thought that's trees in the water. It's not. There you go. My colour vision is playing tricks on me there. Then we have this intersection where the cut through joins back up with the freeway, and we'll be having a look at that a little bit later on as well. It's good work, but you may have spotted a little problem on the quick flyby we just did there. We'll have a little look at that later. Anyway, we have made it to Start Square. Start Square has this wishbone intersection getting you up and running, and you've got this small buildable area with the little isthmus there, and the caldera right next to it. It's very pretty. Anyway, we're going to ignore that because we'll come back to that later on as well. And then we've got the big old bridge. Everybody loves a big old bridge. That connects you to an area of the map which is right at the tail end, because we don't have a cross map connection. We have a one end map connection, and this one just tapers out down to the peninsula down here. And I don't know what you'd want to do down here. Some sort of fishing area maybe? Something like that. Harbour. Little boating area, I don't know. You can make your own decisions. Anyway, speaking of boats, we have a couple of shipping routes, one on each side of the map. That one's got a little dog leg. Now, you probably won't notice that one, but it's possible, I guess. But anyway, one shipping route that goes that way. And the other side of the map, we have another shipping route that has a softer dog leg, which is fine. But for me, it gets a little bit close to land. It's not too close, but given these are big ships, and you've got all of that ocean across to the right, I think it gets a little bit too close to land down here for my taste. Especially if you want to stick a harbour there, then that would be crazy, wouldn't it, hey? Anyway, we've got this caldera. It's very pretty. I mean, just like it's like a salt lake, isn't it? It's just one of these salt lakes are good. And a little splash of water in the middle there as well. Very, very pretty the way that's been done. And just good work and good vision from DerLach there. And then if we go around the edge of the caldera, you'll find little areas like little banana plantations. That road loops all the way around the islands. And it's just, it's got a good tropical feel. Good work again. Good vision. DerLach's done some cracking work here. If we just ignore the gribbles and go with the tropical vibe. Now, in the main island, we have some lumpy hills, which is fine. Absolutely fine. We'll ignore that mountain. We'll come back to the mountain later, I promise. But yeah, in amongst these hills, we have a slightly gloopy, unfinished looking river. Now, rivers are very hard, okay? They're very hard, very time consuming, and I don't blame DerLach for this, especially as it's mostly tucked away in the forests and you're not going to see it in your city build. So it doesn't really matter that much, but it's little bits like that little connector there that just doesn't quite feel done. But overall, generally, I would say that's a pretty nice river system, and river and lake system even. And we have some nice outlying islands as well, with some beaches here and there, and just adds a bit of character and shape to the map as well. Again, good design and good feel to it. So let's jump to the first of our little set areas. Like down here, we have little rail which just disappear. Oh, there you go, got some bushes in there, never mind. It appears and reappears there, and then just up the hill we have a little switch from the little switchback, a little S-bend there, and the cutting as well. Very nice little area there. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Now here's that intersection I was talking about. You may notice that we don't have a full set of connections going on here. Like when we came up this way, we couldn't actually turn left, we could only turn right. All right, so it's just little things, or maybe that I don't know. Just spend a bit of time on that one yourselves, or maybe we can just go straight over and connect up from the top. Who knows? Anyway, over here we skipped over this very quickly, but we have another little abandoned siding area here with this weird warped bit of rail there. Haven't seen one like that for a long while, but I like the shape, and again I like the fact that it's all overgrown as well. On the other side of where we have those sidings, this is your main intersection, your start square intersection, and we have some grass detailing which is just splurged across. That's probably the biggest problem with the map, and it just requires a bulldozer. You can have it done in no time. Cut the grass. Underwater detailing always adds a little bit of extra specialness to a map, and I just like this one. Okay, that's what I'm just saying that. I'm just like that. Now we've got a couple of what I'm thinking these are airports. What are we talking about? Yeah, just it's a runway to me. I reckon that is like small planes can come and land there. There's one there, and then there's one on the other side of the map as well. So maybe you could set up a little like a little taxi service from one to the other. I like the groundwork on that second one as well, which is tucked away by the lake. Yeah, good work. Credit to that, and credit to this. Okay, this is the other volcano. So we've got the big shallow caldera on the coast, and then we've got this rock work here. It's just a little bit special. Just a little bit special. Can we take a little nod for that as well, with like the foliage in the middle, just to give it a little bit of greenery down in the depths of the darkness. I like it. It's going to be very wet in that area, isn't it? Anyway, that would be it for today, I think. I'm going to have to give this thing some ratings, if we can find a position to settle the camera down. How about there? So, Menikoa Islands by DerLach. What do I think? Well, aesthetically, it's very pleasing. I like the overall shape of the map. I like the just the general work on the map, and it's just got a real lovely tropical island vibe, and the volcanic feel just feels actually correct. So I'm gonna go for a fairly high 4. Credit where it's due. Detailing on the whole is of a very good standard. There are those few areas which pull it down quite a lot. I don't think enough to stick us into 3-star territory, but I have to go low 4. As for gameplay potential, okay, you're not going to do a big city on here, but you are going to have quite a lot of fun with your small build. So I'm going to head into 4 stars for a third time. Again, I'm going to go towards the bottom end, because there's a fair amount of detailing. If you're going to go for a detailer's build, a fair lot of detailing work you're going to want to do whilst you're doing the build as well, just to tidy things up. But Menikoa Islands by DerLach is so good. It gets the BonBonBingo seal of approval. That goes without saying. Good quality. I like a little bit of good quality, and that's exactly what we have there. Now, I am going to be back with another Watts map at some point. Remember, this isn't going to be I haven't got a pattern. I don't know. Just when I get a bit of time to make a review show, I'm going to do that one. So make sure you're subscribed and have hit that notification bell. And I'll be back with another Watts map very, very soon. Thanks for watching.